Hey, hi, hello my friends, welcome back. Today we are going to be updating my project pan, the Huda Beauty project pan that was created by my friend Kirsten here in the community. I have been doing better about updating this project, so snaps for me. If you're new here, hey, go ahead and smash the subscribe button. We usually have a good time over here. You don't want to miss out. And if you enjoy this video anytime while watching, hit the thumbs up button. Even if you don't enjoy this video, still hit the thumbs up button because it helps me out. Okay, thanks. Yeah, I appreciate you. Yeah, today we're going to be creating a look. This look I'm just going to be doing with my eyes with you all so that we can create some with the focus shades, and then I'm going to be going into my progress on the previously selected shades and selecting new shades. So yeah, hang tight and let's roll. Okay, so gel sitting in my brows, my eyes are primed, and we're gonna go ahead and do just the eye look together because one of the palettes in this project, or one of the shades in this project, is like super close to pan. So I think we're gonna get it. So I want to use that palette today, which is the Huda Beauty Rose Gold Remastered. And I just want to do our eyes together, and then I'll jump off, do my face, and we can come back for like the full update of the project. I really enjoy throwing my brushes off my desk, I guess. But I really enjoy doing it that way. That way we get, you know, a project update and a little bit of makeup application because I like watching that. So I also like to do that. I think that I am going to go ahead and just set my lid with my primer, I'm gonna set my lid with my primer, with my focus powder. My friend Steph, I saw her do this because she's like focusing on a powder out of like a quadded palette, and I saw her use the lightest shade in it to set her lid, and I was like, why have I never thought of that? Why? Like, it's so, I don't know. My mind was like blown. So I actually might, once I finish my focus shade in my Tati Beauty palette, I might pull out one of my powder foundations to start doing that because I was like, wow, that's such a good idea. Now the shade, if you don't want to call, is this one, which is Pink Diamond. I think that it is so close to a pan, which is really why I wanted to bust it out today and really use it. I think I'm gonna go in with this really pretty doll face shade all over my lid. I actually used this in a live over on my IG the other day, and it is such a pretty bright bubblegum pink. I used it in the outer to like build things up, but today I thought it'd be pretty to just use it all over the lid, and then I'll use like a darker pink in the crease. But like, it is so stinking pretty. But yeah, so I don't know why I just like blanked out on what to say. I do have, look how cute this cup is. Like literally my favorite cup, and I'm sipping on some iced coffee, which if you guys have the Starbucks app, I just got a notification that every Tuesday your drink is half off. Like, that is such a good deal because I always get like a well, I usually always get a vanilla latte with an extra shot of espresso, which is like $7. And so half off, it's like $3. I was like, heck yes. So that was a really exciting notification in my opinion. So I just wanted to give you guys a heads up as well. If you like Starbucks the way I do, save you some coin on Tuesdays. Yeah, I just think that shade is so pretty. And I think if you packed it on top of like just your primer or even a white shade, it would be even brighter. Like you could get even more of that really pretty pink payoff. Now I'm gonna go into the shade Risque. this one right here, and that's what I'm gonna use just to pack on the outside there. If you guys don't know, this is my third update for Project Huda Beauty. My friend Kirsten in the community started this. If you want to check out her channel, I will link her below. I will also link my playlist for this below as well. If you want to see my intro and my last update, that'll give you a little bit more information on the project, what the goals are and all of that. Just so that, I mean, every now and then with project stuff, I like reiterate it, but like for the most part, I don't feel like I should every single time, because the people that always watch the updates are probably like, yeah, we know. So I try to just kind of like rotate and not talk about it every time, but I do have it in my other videos, and Kirsten talks about it in hers as well if you want to check it out. But yeah, it's a project that so far I'm really enjoying. I don't always update it every month. It really just kind of depends on progress and what I'm personally feeling, etc. So, you know, in a perfect world, I would update it every month, but it's not we all know it's not a perfect world, especially right now. Good goodness. Okay. I think I'm gonna leave it like that. Then I am gonna go ahead and go into this pink diamond shade, which hot tip, if you haven't seen my project panning tips and tricks video, sorry, I was like falling off my chair. I will try to remember to link that as well, but I go over a lot of different like tips and tricks for like panning, and one of them is to use a fluffier brush in your shimmer here and there, because it helps to not only, I want to say pan it quicker, but it can make it more efficient, because using different brushes in any kind of product, you're hitting the product different, it's picking up the product differently, so it can like help you to, if you're like struggling with a pan or whatever, like if you try and mix up like the brushes you typically use, whatnot, like it can really be helpful to get that. But yeah, and look how pretty. Wow, that applied so beautifully. I just wetted it a little bit with some water and went on, and yeah, gorgeous. And I'll touch those up a little bit as well. But I had been using a flat brush with it, so I was like, well, I'll try and use a fluffy brush today to see if we can't get it a little bit better. But yeah, that's just a tip there. Mixing up the brushes can really help to hit the pan that's being like stubborn and whatnot. Yeah, because we got it. We got it, fam. We got it. I knew it was so close. That's why I was like, I really want to use it. But yeah, you see her, that little baby. Yes. Then, like I said, I'm just going to touch this up a little bit. And I might even take some of the brighter pink up top as well. I almost think I want to do like a really pop-in purple lower lash line too. But yeah, this is what it's looking like right now. Like I said, I'm gonna pop off, do the rest of my makeup, and then I'll be back. Okay, so here is the finished look. I really do like how it came out. Let me just update you on some of the finishing touches that I did. I ended up using a little bit of this Fling shade here on the outer so that we had a nice like transition with the shimmers, and I think that that really made it pop really nicely. On the lower lash line, I reached into my e.l.f. and J. Kissa palette, and I used this really beautiful purple here on the lower lash line. And then in my inner corner, I dug into my Mercury Retrograde palette and I used a bit of that shade there. And honestly, I really like how it came out. I think that it looks really, really nice. So now for the updates on the shades and picking new shades. So the first palette that we had in rotation was the Rose Gold palette, and the shade that I had selected was Pink Diamond, and I'll show you guys what it looked like before we started working on it. And now, as you know, today we were able to hit that pan, so that's really exciting. The next palette is actually, so it was from my Huda Beauty New Nude, and I had used it one time, and then I actually ended up decluttering this palette in my last declutter video, so she's no longer with us, and my hair is like, I don't know what to do. It's just like, it's having a day, I don't know. But so that palette is no longer with us. I didn't hit my goal on it. I'm okay with that because like I said, I ended up decluttering it. It just wasn't hitting it for me, and I don't think it had been for a long time, but it was really pretty, so I didn't want to let it go, but it was definitely just time for it to go. So that one is now out of my collection. The next focus shades we had were out of my Mercury Retrograde palette. This one is like one of my faves, and I had selected, I think, 2 shades out of this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, just kidding. I had selected 3 shades out of this palette. So the shades that we had selected were this beautiful purple shade, which I'll show you what it looked like. And then now we obviously have a little pan here. And then we selected this beautiful peachy shade, which still has a really beautiful dip. And then we had selected this Galaxy shade right here, which is stunning. I have used all of the shades. I just didn't use them enough to hit pan in them, and that's fine because I kind of have a lot going on right now. Like I have the Project Huda Beauty, I have my Pan That palette, and then I also am doing like palette stack series on my IG. So I'm really just kind of enjoying using like whatever I want, and when progress comes, it comes, and it's really exciting. So yeah, I overall feel like that's pretty good. I had selected 5 shades. I hit pan in 2 of them and decided to declutter 1. So I honestly feel pretty good about that. I do already have in mind the palettes that I want to use going into this next update. I want to go ahead and keep in this shade here, which is Utopia. And I want to also keep in the Galaxy shade. I don't always do this, like if I'm ready to rotate them out, but I'm really not. Like I want to keep them in. So I think I am going to go ahead and just keep those 2 shades in for this next rotation, which is really exciting. And then I recently used this in one of my palette stack series on IG, the Huda Naughty Nude. And in all honesty, I haven't really had the chance to play with this a ton. And just like the 2 looks that I created with it the other week, like obsessed, I rotated it back into my series because I want to use it more. This is one that I think you'll be probably seeing a 1 week, 1 palette for over here on my channel pretty soon, because I'm really loving this one. And so yeah, I want to bring in a couple shades from this palette to focus on. And I mean, honestly, I think I want to do this shade here, which is Please Me. Super gorgeous. I've used it a couple times. And then I want to do something with one of these marble shades. That one looks like a good one. We'll use this, right here, Provocative, this shade. So this shade, you know what, let's just do this row right here. So those 3 shades, Please Me, Rough, and Provocative. those 3 are the ones that I'm going to go ahead and rotate in. And then I'll have the 2 from this palette. And yeah, I'm really excited. These 2 are the ones that are kind of living in my cart close to me right now. So, and they're actually in my stack this week. So I'll be getting looks out of these. And I plan to use them in the upcoming weeks. So yeah, I'm really excited. Honestly, this overall was like a good update and I'm really enjoying this project. Like I said, if you want to check out my other videos, I will link the playlist down below so that you can get caught up. And if you made it this far, as always, thank you all so much for watching. Hit the thumbs up button and I will see you in the next one. Bye.